Hey everyone, this is Tiara Johnson. Been a while since I've come to you guys. I've been studying on the Synoptic Gospels, but focusing right now on Mark chapter 6. Where Jesus is ministering to his disciples along with others, and he sends them across the body of water. I can't remember the title. I don't know the name of the water, but he sends them across and he tells them, basically go across. And while he's, staying back to send all the people who were still there, the ones other than the 12 disciples, sending them away. So, Jesus sent them across. He, basically told them go across. And that was the plan. So they're going across and, they come across a storm and the waves are crazy. They're having a hard time. They're stumbling, having a hard time rowing, and here comes Jesus. They thought it was a ghost. They didn't know it was him. But they knew that he sent them across. So he's just, walking across. His plan was to just bypass them, just to go past them. And he just kept doing it. So they somehow looked up and they saw him. They said, basically paraphrasing, what is that? Is that a ghost? What is that? And they began to cry out because they were having such a struggle with getting through that storm. But notice, Jesus was walking on the water. So basically, he knew the plans of the water. He knew basically that he could control the water in such a way that he can just walk across it. So he had no problem with the water. It was they who had the problem with the water because he was the creator of the water. That's just like, let's say, for instance, your car has issues. And you're like, okay, what do I do with this? I'm having issues. The transmission is out. Who do you normally call? You'll call the car dealership or you take it to a mechanic who knows everything about the car. So that's the first thing we'll do. We'll call them and, go get it situated, get it taken care of, and then it's back to normal. We're crying, stuck on the road like, God, my car just died on me. What do I do? Oh, call the mechanic. So if we're struggling with a matter that we have, who do we call on? We call on Jesus. We call on God because he's the creator of everything. All things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and are called to his purpose. And everything that we're going through, it's for a reason. God is the creator of all. So anything we're going through, no matter what it is, God is the creator of it. So, Jesus, when they called him, like I said, he was going to bypass them. They called out, they cried out to him, and he came and stepped in the boat, stepped in their vehicle, their mode of transportation, whatever it is that they were, that you could be, dealing with. So he stepped in. And as soon as he stepped in, the water calmed down. So let's say you're dealing with something and you know that God sent you. God gave you a command to go. And in the midst of you going, you didn't get to your destination yet, but you're going to get to your destination because he promised it. So in the midst of you getting to your destination, throughout your whole journey, you come across some turbulence. You come across some waves, some rough waves, and you're crying like, what in the world is this? I'm having such a hard time. But you never cry out to God. You never say, God, I need your help. You sent me here. You sent me through this, but I need your help. I can't do it. You never did it. You just said, okay, I'm trying, my bills are piling up. I can't work extra hours. I can't do this. I can't do that. I don't have the money for this. I don't have the money for that. I don't have transportation for this, but God told me to do this. He told me to do this, but he never told me how to do it. But he knows everything. He knows everything before it even happens. He knew that they were going to get across that body of water. He knew that. He knew that they were going to come up against the storms. But if we don't call out to him, we're basically saying we don't need his help. But he knows, and we all know that we do need his help. So when you're going through a storm, when you're going through anything, don't be afraid to cry out. Don't be afraid to cry out for God. He said, if you ask, you shall receive. So if you're asking for help from him, he will help you. Don't think you can do it by yourself. Don't fight this battle by yourself. You know, the battle is not yours, it's the Lord's. So if you're struggling in anything it is, don't be afraid to cry out, because he's waiting with open arms, waiting for you to call out to him. Say, Jesus, I need you. I need you, Lord. He's there for you. Just don't lose hope. Keep the faith. Keep the faith. I believe that you guys will be encouraged by this. Just hold on. Just hold on. Just hold on. Because the promises are yea and amen. His promises are promises. The covenant he's made with you is a promise. You know, he told them to go across. That was a promise. They're going to get across. He told you that you're going to have a business. He told you that you're going to get married. He told you that you're going to have a vehicle. You're going to have a home. You know, you're going to have a baby. He told you that. But in the midst of that, you know, that promise, from where you are, there are going to be attacks of the enemy. The enemy doesn't want you to have it. But don't think that all the attacks that are coming your way are attacks of the enemy. They're from God to get you to call on him. Because you can't do it by yourself. He wants you to call on him. So you can't do it by yourself. So just call on him. That's the main thing. Call. He's only but a call away. That's it. So I pray that you guys are blessed by this. It blessed me when I was reading it. And I pray you guys have a great and awesome, prosperous day. Love you guys. Bye.